ready? So, we're going to be diving into the mysteries of reincarnation together today. And I will tell you, this is about, I don't know, the fourth or fifth time I've tried to introduce this, and I keep stumbling over my words, and then it gets stuck in my throat. And dang it, I'm sticking with this intro. I'm just going to stick with it. So, okay, I'm like reincarnating on my intro right now. So, all right, you ready for the question? There's a question that I received that I really like, and I'm journeying into this question, and we're going to explore an answer to it. All the while, you should be thinking for yourself and deciding what you think the truth is, okay? I mean, the whole concept of truth when it comes to what is beyond our comprehension of reality, okay? So let me pull this up here. Hopefully you guys are following me. Okay, so here's the question. I keep hoping that in any particular lifetime that appears to occur after this current one, that we are not subject to all the same limitations that we believed ourselves to be subject to in this current life. That is, for example, I may not be shy and socially awkward in my next lifetime, but rather a dynamic individual who strongly believes in himself. What do you think? So to put it another way, so here I am, Abbey Normal. Will I have a similar personality in what we would perceive as the very next life? Will I have a similar appearance? Will I have similar nuances, similar insecurities? See, this is where I don't know why everything gets very stuck, energetically stuck. So I've expressed it. I've expressed the material we're going to journey into. And you guys think about it, think what you think the answer is, your version of truth, okay? And I'm going to do a journey on this now. And thank you so much for going on this journey with me. Okay, here we go. So in the very next life, will I enter into that life with some of the same vulnerabilities, or could I experience the very next life as being maybe even completely opposite from this one? I'm going to ask this question of my higher self. So there's a lot of energy weight, and this weight is just, I mean, like sitting on my head, and then my head is going into this. It's almost like consuming me. It's like a sap, like an insect being consumed by amber, but it's all energy. And I'm not going to resist it. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to accept this energy. And I'm going to allow it to show me something new about myself, my reality, and whatever comes next. Now, I'm being shown a real physical version is an insect being consumed by amber. And another version is a human being consumed by their life. And another version is literally like being swallowed up by some giant alien worm. So we have three different viewpoints of some similar experience of being consumed by something. Consumed by an event, a surreal event, getting stuck in amber, being consumed by life, or being actually eaten alive by a giant alien parasitic worm. And why in the world would you need three experiences to explore something quite similar? Again, as I communicate with you about this, it's so surreal. It's like my throat is super jammed up. And I have a lot of energetic pressure just coming on down. It's part of the message, it's part of the experience. So I'm just going to go with it and let's see what comes next. Okay, the next thing is we're going to explore insecurity. So we're looking at the experience of being an insect consumed by amber, trying to get away, trying to escape, or just being consumed by the experience and not resisting it. A human being that feels swallowed up by life, a world that they have no control, are being controlled by their reality. They have no voice. They can struggle with this all day long, or they can choose to embrace the path, embrace the flow of this experience, to know what it is like to be in those shoes, but to trust that you are in the right shoes at the right time, and that you are a beautiful person, no matter what. It's interesting as I look at this giant worm, okay? It's big. And I'm looking at my fate before me. I see many different versions of events happening. One, I am running away as fast as I can and I will get out of this. I will outrun this situation. I will not be eaten by this worm. Another is I'm completely frozen, stuck, and I can't move. And all the different ways that I run, it's interesting. I run in every single direction you could possibly run in. There's so many different outcomes. So many different outcomes with this worm. And you can look at all the outcomes as I got away, or I got consumed by the worm, or you could actually see that there's two souls working together here. A worm that's hungry and me trying to fend for my life. There's a shared experience of being predator and prey. Does that life scare you? Does being an insect caught in amber scare you? Does being a human being feeling consumed by life where they have no control scare you? Does the thought of having to live another life scare you? The word insecurity comes back. So the next question is, what are you learning in this life about how beautiful of a person you are, just the way you are? Because a truly dynamic person doesn't need to have the walk or the talk, can just have the spirit of that in their heart, can own the identity. What's interesting is there's still a lesson for you asking the question. You can own it today. The life that you would like to live in the next life after this one, you can be that energy right now. You can own it right now. What's interesting is we hear this all the time. It's like, just get the courage to just be awesome. I mean, you can do it. Just go to the gym every day at 5 a.m., Monday through Friday, and get a really fit body. You can do it. You really can. Sometimes it feels right and sometimes it doesn't feel right. And why is that exactly? Why is it a good fit sometimes and not a good fit other times? Why would you not be able to just own up to what an amazing person you are in this life? And that's all you'll ever need. And you don't need any more lives to sort of mend the wounds from this one because you didn't have that this time. When really all along you had it. You just didn't give yourself permission to realize that. It's interesting because you don't have to look forward to tomorrow, so to speak, the next life, because you can already have that experience today. I know it's a bit cliche. It's like living in poverty, going through the day-to-day grind, struggling through each and every day. You can live like the vibration of somebody who has money and who has everything. Okay, well, that's great. I don't feel that way. How am I just suddenly just supposed to be able to feel free? I don't know how to just simply feel free. I feel imprisoned. I feel then consumed by my reality, which is to work hard, bring in little, and struggle to survive. So again, we're looking at the mosquito being consumed by the amber, the human consumed by their life, the parasitic alien worm eating what is a humanoid alien being. You can run from your reality. You can try to escape and get away from your reality, or you can accept your reality. You can embrace it. You can go with the flow of it. One thing my higher self says is, it's almost like never fear what comes next. Never fear tomorrow. Never worry about what will come in the next lifetime. Just embrace this one. Just exist in this one. It's almost like this one is the tree, and all the other lives are the roots connected to the tree. All your past and future lives are the roots and the branches of the tree that you are right now. And so what you're going through right now is already interconnected with all lives you've ever lived and ever will live. And you are a representative of all of those lifetimes as yourself. So there's a pause here for just a moment. And I'm going to just ask the universe if this answers the question. And I want to see what echoes back, okay? What's so interesting is as I talk through this, I feel freedom of speech, freedom of self-expression. I don't feel a burden. I don't know why that energy was presenting itself. And maybe this is to energetically cleanse all of us in some ways with our relationship with reincarnation. Maybe it's a new alignment for all of our souls somehow, some way, because, I mean, if I'm the tree with these, roots and these branches, let's say you guys are all the apples on my tree, and then simultaneously you're the tree with the roots and the branches, and I'm one of the apples on your tree, but we're all the tree, like we're all from the same tree. So what I am transmuting, you're also transmuting with me. That's the coolest part about being a collective. All right, let's see what the universe echoes back. Does this answer the question? Let's see. Okay. This is funny. So what comes back is, but I just want to know if I'm going to be more dynamic in the next life. Just tell me. Okay. This is for all of us who just want to know if we're going to be way cooler in the next life than in this life. Just tell me. Tell it to me straight. Tell me I'm going to be cooler. Okay, let's see. All right, so I'm shown a barracuda. And this barracuda is absolutely gorgeous. it just, there's a reflection of the sun on its body and it just shines. I don't know why. It's the most beautiful barracuda I've ever seen. I don't know why, but its energy says this is one beautiful barracuda. Okay, now I see a hook, and the barracuda is attracted to what is on the hook, and now the barracuda is hooked. And now it's going through an experience of being pulled out of one reality into another reality, and it is consumed by trying to figure out what the heck just happened and what is going on. And now I'm experiencing what is suffocation, and I'm looking at the sun for the first time. And as my body starts to go more limp, or I start to feel more disconnected from my own mind, I feel absolutely just like the most beautiful gift has happened to me. I never realized how beautiful that this other reality could be beyond the water world that I grew up in. I mean, it's literally like crossing dimensions and entering into heaven as I slowly die on this boat. I feel completely and utterly free now from my body. And I am literally drawn to the sun. And I want to bake in the sun. It's weird, but it's not burning flesh. It's literally warmth. It's beautiful, beautiful warmth. It's peace of mind. It's serenity. It's like nothing I've ever experienced before is the feeling as I'm gravitating towards this beautiful sunlight. And I don't look back. I just keep moving forward, and I move beyond, and I move beyond in bliss and joy and rejoice and gratitude and blessing. So that's the message. Okay, thank you so much for the question. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening, for following me on this. Thank you all for being here. Hope you enjoyed the experience. Pretty cool. All right, if any of you would like to connect with me one-on-one for a psychic session, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. I'm also on Patreon at Abbey Normals Wisdom Quest. And then I have 2 other YouTube channels. One is Abbey Psychic Services, and the other is Zodiac Energy Readings. All right, have a great day, everybody.